Hey,
Hey, how's your day going today?
it's gone good. Long as hell. I've been up since 5:30 this morning and been on mommy mode and taking the dogs to the vet and running errands and just left soccer practice. But I'm showered and I feel good and I smell like lemon. So I'm
Amen.
happy.
There you go.
How you doing today, baby?
I'm doing well. I'm so much better now that I'm talking to you. Honestly, like I'm such a fan, Miss Coco.
Oh, thank you, baby.
I
Thank
love
you.
your work. I just want to hop right into it because I've done my research and I, for the life of me, cannot find the answer to this question. Because you were born Farrah Brown. How did you get the name
Yes.
Coco?
When I first started doing comedy in Maryland, a comic named James Bean. I don't even think he's doing comedy anymore. Last time I heard, he was a professor at UNLV. But he had seen me perform, and I just started, but I had a lot of energy. So he came up to me and he said one night after a set, he said, I like your name, it's pretty and all, but you need a stage name. And I'm like, huh? He said, you need a name that pops at you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He said, next time I see you, I'm going to have a name for you. And I said, okay. And like a week or so later, I saw him and he handed me a napkin. And inside the napkin was the name Coco Brown.
Oh, I love that.
And that's how the name started. Sometimes
Yes.
I wish I had kept my real name because now you got Coco Brown the porn star and Coco Brown the poet and Coco Brown the actress. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna lie, Coco Brown was my stripper name back in the day, so it's just,
Well, I mean, it's
yeah.
like I didn't realize it was these are general names. I'm like, it was Farrah so distinct. And I'm like, oh, I should have kept my name.
Yeah, but it's memorable
But
though,
it
so
is
there
what
you
it is.
go.
True.
But what I love about your comedy and what I know that you say a lot is that comedy comes from a place of pain sometimes. A lot of comedians say that, which is why I, love seeing how you guys turn some of the darkest things in life and bring laughter to it. What are some of the most painfully defining moments for you that has shaped your comedy?
You know, when I first started, I'm not gonna say I was cookie cutter, but when I first started, I wasn't doing the material. Let me just put that out there real quick. But I emulated a lot of the women that I admired. So I was constantly being told, "Oh, you remind me of Monique. Oh, you remind me of Samore. Oh, you remind me of Adele Gibbons. Oh, and I didn't like that because I was like, well, I'm trying to be me. It took me going through some stuff for me to find my own voice. And I would say the biggest catalyst for me was my divorce because I waited later on in life to get married. I wanted to have 4 kids. I had this whole thing planned out. And my divorce was devastating, to say the least, because I just didn't have a relationship break up. I found out my marriage wasn't even legal. My ex-husband was still married to another woman in another state. Yeah. So 3 years in and a baby, and I find out I'm married to a bigamist.
The
And mind
nerve.
right. And mind you, social media, had I love my man and I love my marriage, and then to have it all crumble and just the humiliation, I had to find a way to make that funny. I had to. Because the humiliation alone, the embarrassment alone killed me. Because I mean, I didn't brag when I bragged. You know what I'm saying? Because I had found this man, I thought he was my knight in shining armor, and I was so in love with him or whatever. And then to come and find out it was all a lie. It was all a lie. Like I don't know if he had an ulterior motive because I've yet to get a straight answer out of him. But it's one of those things that I don't know why he did it, why he felt the need to do it. And then, to add insult to injury, after the relationship was over, and I was respectful enough not to put him on blast, he was in the street saying he left me because I cheated on him. And that was, and our son wasn't his kid and all kinds of crap. And I'm just like I said, that period of my comedy career, when I was going through that, defined who I am right now. Because I feel like if I can go through that kind of heartbreak and embarrassment, humiliation, devastation, and come out victorious, where now I have bits that are people are quoting back to me about that situation, and I don't hear anymore. You remind me of Monique. You remind me of some more. Now it's other comics being told, you remind me of Coco Brown.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So as much as I hated to go through it, I'm glad I did because I found my voice. I found my brand. I'm one funny mama. I'm a grown ass woman. I've been through fire and I'm still standing. So for me, it was like the test was the testimony, and I grew so much. It's like I shed a skin like a snake. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, that was probably the most devastating thing that happened to me in my life. But to be able to flip it to the set, the comedy, and to heal, I healed through that. My stage was my therapist. And yeah, there were times I was told, oh, girl, you coming off a little angry on stage. But I had to go through that because I had to find my voice.
I just gotta take a second. I'm taken aback. Okay.
Yeah. Ain't nobody else gonna see this but you, right? I'm like a hot ass mess.
It's gonna be on our YouTube and our Instagram. We have it's in the double digits of the thousands of followers on Instagram, but our impressions are always in the millions.
Nice. He caught me fresh out of soccer practice. I'm sending a disclaimer. Okay, I have hair. I wear makeup. I have lashes. So yeah, I'm gonna need to go put some lip gloss on. Okay. Got me looking crazy. I'm up here with the family in the house right now.
Aww.
Okay. Thank you. That's what we're doing right now. It's a family affair.
I love that.
I'm going to realize I'm being taken to be put on YouTube with no makeup. I'm up here looking like a cute turtle right now. I'm looking like a cute turtle. But I'm grown. I can do that. This is my house.
There you go.
My house that I bought. Start throwing in your material stuff. And I got saline bags upstairs. Justify why you look like
yes,
that.
it's there. It's there.
Okay, I have to go outside now. Okay, let's finish the interview. Okay, where we at?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, I just... you are truly amazing.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you.
Now, because just from, just watching you, like as a viewer, I've just blown away. But, knowing that, in-depth, aspect of what you've gone through, it just makes you even more of an inspiration to me.
Oh, thank you, baby. I mean, I've always felt if your test can be a testimony and if you can help somebody else, I guess that's why I'm just unfiltered.
Yeah.
When you've been through what I've been through, and mind you, what I went through with my husband only scratches the surface of some of the things I've been through, but I have just made a pact in my life that I take it serious enough, but not too seriously. I choose to laugh instead of cry, and when I do cry, I cry real good, so I ain't got to cry no more for a while. I mean, I don't know. People always say when they watch my videos on Instagram, I'm like, oh my God, you're so real, you're so unfiltered. I said, honey, ain't nobody got time to have their weave in place and their makeup on point 24/7. I'm somebody's family, okay? And times you gonna catch me in this daggone gray moo and my hair up in a bun with some lipstick and some glasses and no makeup. That's what you gonna do.
Yes. And still get the job done.
Exactly.
Yes. Now, since you're such an inspiration to me, just seeing you from Comic View, doing your stand-up to the big screen and TV, I want to know who are some of your biggest inspirations.
Did I cut the camera?
Ooh, there you go.
Okay. My biggest inspiration, I mean, it's funny, I was just watching how Stella got her groove back, and I love...
It's a classic.
I love, her character in that movie made me want to be a comedic actress. I mean, because I love the fact that Whoopi is such a beast and confident in who she is that she ain't got no problem being a sidekick or the lead.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And she can go either way, and she'll bring the pain every time she does it. I mean, I love me some Whoopi Goldberg. I'm a huge fan of some of the Def Jam icons. S'more and Adele Gibbons and Simply Marvelous, who just passed away. May she rest in peace. And Yvette Wilson, who passed away. We've lost a lot of great ones. And the guys wise, I tell you all the time, I was raised by wolves in this business. When I was in this business coming up, it was male comics who saw something in me that I hadn't even seen in myself, who took me under their wing, and they kind of raised me, you know what I'm saying, in this business. So I tend to, as they say, put the fear in a lot of men's hearts when I touch a microphone, because I wasn't raised to just be cute. They were like, you cute, you pretty, you sexy, but as you funny. But that was my whole thing. You know, I can be funny in red bottoms. I can be funny in some
Yes.
couture. I can be funny with a face beat and all of that. I'm just not up here for show, honey. I can go toe to toe with anybody. You know, I ain't never scared. But I mean, of course, you know the icons: Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes.
You know, Sam Kinison. I mean, Lenny Bruce. I mean, Flip Wilson, Paul Mooney, Dick Gregory. I can go down the list of just
Yes.
all the influences that I've been fortunate enough to either witness personally or study.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have lost so many. Bless their hearts. God rest their souls. Um,
Yeah.
what I love about your comedic style is that it's kind of, me personally, it's unlike anything I've ever seen, like any other comedian do. Like, it's like real talk, but funny real talk. You know, the way you do comedy is just so unique to you and so special. I love it. I wonder if, and I know sometimes you say it's kind of like you are on stage reading pages of your diary. Um,
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. I mean, I'm having a conversation with my audience. I'm not up there to bark at
yes.
them and speak to them. I mean, I'm not there to just yell at them or whatever. I'm there to have a conversation with my audience.
Yes. Is there anything that you may have said or shared, and you're like, oh, that was a little too much. I wish I would have took that back. Could you share? Could you shed some light on it?
When I was going through my divorce, I guess from the very early onset bitter stages, I tended to talk about sex with my ex-husband, and it wasn't pretty. And I feel like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have went there. You know what I mean? It was a little too personal. Because, I mean, in the end, they're looking at me like, well, you the dumb heifer that kept laying down with him and had a baby. Even though it was funny,
Yeah.
you know. But, and then, like, you know, there are jokes that I used to do about my marriage ending. And I went through a phase of bashing my ex-husband. I would be lying if I said I didn't. I don't even tell those jokes. Because I'm healed. I'm over it. You know, my only concern is, does the check come on the 15th? Do you see your son?
Hey,
I'll be real talk.
how about that? Ooh-wee. So from then to now, you've gone through so much and have just conquered so much. I hear that you are now working on an autobiography and a one-woman show titled Confessions of a Suicidal Diva.
Now, what's so funny? That show ended up getting turned into my autobiography.
Ah,
So, instead of doing the one-woman show right now, I'm writing the book.
I love
And it's
that.
basically a journey through how a little girl from Newport News, Virginia, that was a debutante and in cotillions, ended up being Coca Brown, the comedian. And,
Yes.
you know, and how I was supposed to be this little dainty little lady, and now I'm on stage saying some really crazy crap. But it's also all the things in between of how I got here and how I've survived the hate, I've survived the heartbreak, I've survived things that, you know, I'm going to reveal in this book that people are going to be like, whoa, you know.
Yes.
But it's about you can overcome it if you just make one choice, and that's the choice to overcome
I love that's a word.
it.
Shabbat. Yes. Hallelujah.
Let them use you, baby. Let them use you.
Woo. You just answered my next question because I was going to ask what that process has been like. Also, how did that title even come about? What inspired that specifically? Like that's a very in depth title.
Well, um, it's funny but not funny, but it's
Yeah.
funny. Well, a few years back, few years back, when I first moved to LA, I had hit a rough patch where I just questioned everything about my life, every choice I made, what was I doing, like, just really was just lost. And I decided I was going to take my own life. And I literally was like, I'm tired of fronting. I'm tired of wearing this mask. Like, I'm always together. I'm hurt. I'm lonely. I'm broken. Nobody really cares. All they care is if I'm funny. So I decided to end it. And I wrote a letter. And I took a bottle of pills and drank some wine and went to sleep. Woke up 16 hours later and was like, hold up. This is heaven. Like, my bedroom. And I was like, what the hell? I'm supposed to be dead. And I looked at the pills, and the pills had expired 2 years ago, 2 years prior. Funny but not funny, but something in me clicked at that moment that said, wait a minute, he didn't let me die. I'm supposed to be here for something. I didn't know what, but I said, I'm going to try to figure it out. And I just turned over a leaf. And the thing is, I've turned over so many leaves. I've had so many epiphanies and revelations. I mean, I tell people all the time, a light bulb comes on when you're 25. A light bulb comes on when you're 30. A light bulb comes on when you're 35. A light bulb comes on when you're 40. A light bulb comes on when you're 45, and so on and so on. So I would say every 5 years, there's like an epiphany, eureka moment where I look back on the last 5 years and like, okay, we can't be doing that or whatever. So it's like it's a constant learning and a process and a constant growing and evolving. And I used to fight it because I didn't understand it, but now I just let it happen. It just is what it is. Like, I know I'm not even the same woman I was a year ago. And it's not about being fake or nothing like that. You evolve.
Yes.
Whoever stays the same for their entire life must be crazy as bat dookie. Because you constantly evolve. Things affect you differently. You grow. You let things go. You let people go. You invite people in. It's a constant evolution. That's your life until you die.
Miss Coco Brown.
You okay?
My spirit is touched a little bit. I'll be all right.
Yeah, we're good. I'm glad I can do that, baby. I'm just saying, you know.
Yes.
People, you know. Yes, I'm doing an interview. Thank you. My uncle's so funny. But I put the light on, give you a little light. But
Oh, perfect.
yeah, you know, it's it just people think comedians are just jokes. Now there are some that is their security blanket, and they're constantly going to be on, and they're never going to be serious about anything. And then there are a lot of us who are pretty dang deep individuals who are extremely intelligent. And because being a comedian, you have to be in sync and in tune with the human experience. That's the only way your jokes are going to work.
Yes.
And if you're sitting up here faking it, the audience can tell. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. We are in a new era now where people want microwave comedy, that 1 minute Instagram stuff.
Yes.
But the true comedy lovers who want to be truly entertained and have a set of some substance, they still come out to the show. They do. The youngest may catch up, they may not. No, that ain't my battle to fight, sweetie. I'm going to be me.
There you go. And keep on winning, too.
I mean, really.
So you've worked with some amazing people, Tasha Smith, Terry Crews, Connie Britton. Who would you say has had the biggest impact on you after working with them, and why?
Watching Nia Long process a scene was like a masterclass. Working with Courtney B. Vance and Sterling K. Brown in People versus OJ,
Yes.
you can't pay for that type of freaking knowledge.
Yes.
And just watching the masterfulness of these people embodying these characters that you forgot that was Sterling K. Brown. You thought it was Christopher Darden. You forgot that wasn't Marsha, Clark. That was actually Sarah Paulson. You forgot that was John Travolta. And like you really thought, you really thought like when Courtney B. Vance was playing Johnny Cochran, like fool. Like when I tell you, he was Johnny. He wasn't acting nothing. He was Johnny. So to be in the midst of that, and then to be able to work on 911, even though I have not worked on any scenes with Angela Bassett, I can't lie. I studied that woman like a hawk.
Yes.
There's 3 actresses I studied: Viola Davis, Angela Bassett, and Tina Lifford. I studied them.
Yes.
Like whenever they're in anything, I study everything about them because they're so real that you forget that they are the person they are. You believe they're the character. So yeah, I mean, I've been blessed to be in the midst of greatness and watch it and learn from it.
I love that. Sidebar real quick. Because I know one of your former co-stars, Terry Crews, he came out with his story of his unfortunate incident of sexual harassment. What was your reaction to that and your take on it?
I thought he was so brave. I sent him a message. I actually sent him a message, and I was like, salute, brother, kudos, brother. The bravery and the courage that it took for you to speak out, bravo.
Yes.
You know, I mean, because most men, let's be real, the men that normally do come out and say something are gay.
Yeah.
And it's a gay situation. But for a straight black man to admit that someone did something to him totally inappropriate in a sexual way that was of the same sex, bruh, that was bravery beyond bravery.
Same.
I mean, there's brothers out here that would touch this kid and you wouldn't be able to crack that out of them if you had 2 crowbars and bagel. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I commended him so much for being that brave.
That I really do admire him for that. That was really amazing.
Yeah, seriously.
Do you have any advice for up and coming comedians, especially ones who are facing similar roadblocks like sexism and racism? You know, especially being a black female comic.
Put your big girls drawers on. I mean, put your big boy drawers on. I'm finding, which is really disturbing, I'm finding a lot of actors and TV personalities and somewhat comedians or just people in the entertainment business. I'm noticing there's a trend now to sell your soul to the lowest bidder. It used to be sell your soul to the highest bidder. But now people selling their souls for peanuts. Like, everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to be, they want that quick fame. They don't want to work for nothing. And the thing is, when you get that quick fame, you are putting yourself in a position that you will have to do anything and everything to keep it. Your soul is done. It belongs to them now. Because you've now put yourself in a position that you have no grounds to stand on to demand a damn thing. And I would tell anybody that wants to get in this business, keep your soul 3 stacks, keep your soul.
Yes.
Stop selling y'all souls for 5 minutes of fame, man. Man, guard your soul, man.
Shoot, Instagram fame, 1 minute of fame, shoot, not even 5 no more. Thank you so much, Miss Coco. I won't hold you up no longer.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how much of it. Just please keep on. Just I know you will, but just it really just does something just to see you win. So keep on doing that. Keep on doing that.
Let me know where this is so I can repost it so I can post it. Okay.
I definitely will. I definitely will.
With no makeup. I need those filters on this.
You look I'm telling you, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you.
All right.
God bless you.
Alrighty, you have an amazing night.
You too, sweetie. Bye-bye.
Bye.